Well, hey everybody, it's Eric with Eric's Garage AZ, and I am in my garage, and I'm going to do a video. Actually, I did the video of removal and reinstallation of the radiator. I was having some coolant issues, and I figured, you know what, I like doing the own work on my own car, so I shot a video of me doing the work. Now, removing and reinstalling a radiator in 2006 Ford Mustang GT is actually a pain in the butt. But I did it. I replaced all the hoses. I put steel braided covering on the hoses to dress it up and also protect them a little bit better. And so hopefully you learned something with this video, like it, and if you do like it, please comment on it. Let me know how well I did or how poorly I did. Any engagement is better than no engagement. And stay tuned with the videos. In the meantime, like, subscribe, share, and remember, drive it like you stole it, bitches. Thanks a lot. See ya. Boo. Hey guys, Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you from Eric's Garage. Here we go. As evidenced by Eric's Garage AZ. And today, instead of doing a car show video or a video of a cool custom car, although I have a really cool car here, this is my 2006 Ford Mustang GT that you've seen before. All right, we're actually having to do a little bit of work on her today. And it's been a minute since I've done a how-to video. And as you guys probably know, I like to do my own work on my car as I'm able to. There's certain things that I don't have the skill set for, or the time, or the proper tools for. But removing and reinstalling a radiator is something I'm pretty familiar with. I've done it with my car once before, and we're gonna just go after it again here today. So initially, I removed my cold air intake tube here, which is just, I just set it up over there, out of the way, okay? And this is the air box right here that the cold air intake tube goes into. And the filter was right here, and I pulled that off already as well. And the air box has a bolt right there that I removed. And there's another one right down there that I have to remove. And here's the radiator here. And I already pulled off the front radiator cover, so you don't have to worry about that. It just comes off with push pins. Really, really easy to do. I pulled it off and put it out of the way. Next to remove is your reservoir. And this is your overflow reservoir on your car. And it takes a 9mm hex head bolt right there. I think it's 9mm. Let's double check that. And it says 8mm. So my mistake, it's an 8mm hex head bolt there. And there, to remove this, is going to be pulled out of the way. And then the power steering pump reservoir is right there. And that's where the power steering fluid goes. And when this gets moved out of the way here, there's a hose right down there that actually has to come with it. I'm not going to remove that hose. I'm just going to pull that hose up and out of the way. I brought my bucket to try to capture as much radiator fluid as possible, because radiator fluid ain't cheap stuff. So we're going to proceed in forward direction here. The fan shroud has to come off, which is actually really simple to do. There's only a couple of bolts here on the top, and it just slides right up and out of the way. I'm going to pull that up out of the way, and then I have to undo the lower radiator hose there. So what I'm going to first of all do is drain the radiator into that bucket the best I can, so I don't lose all sorts of very, very expensive radiator fluid. All right, so stay tuned for more. Be right back at you. All right, so we're back at it again. I'm going to do, first of all, get rid of this air box. And that takes a 10mm. And then it's right there. I'm going to undo the power steering fluid reservoir first. Oh yeah, makes sense to pull this up out of the way. It also loosened up the top nut here on the fan shroud. As it was right here, I just pulled it up out of the way over there. Now I'm going to remove the overflow reservoir, millimeter. Yeah, I already loosened them up earlier. And then I'm just going to pull this up out of the way, right here like that. So now what I have to do is get rid of this bugger here. But first of all, what I want to do is go up underneath the car here and find the drain plug, which usually is going to be on the passenger side of the car, find the drain plug, and drain the radiator, because I don't want to lose all the fluid all over the garage floor and, you know, get the floor all nasty, although I hose it out. But I still don't want to lose the fluid, because radiator fluid is not cheap stuff. So I'm going to be right back here. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this or not. Having these two hands here. That is the spigot right there. You turn that lever, and that's the drain outlet right there. Alright, here I am underneath the car. As you saw, I jacked up the car and had to take out the tires so I can access it. And I had to jack up the car on both sides to make sure it's even, because you want to drain it out. But in the meantime, I captured most of it here, which is actually pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to try to duplicate something that I found to be pretty cool. As I was moving this hose, actually manipulating that hose, trying to get it out of the way. I don't know if you can see that or not down there, but it's actually, can you see that bucket right there? Alright, what's happening is, when I'm manipulating this, it's drawing more radiator fluid out of the block, which in turn is going on the radiator. So when I remove this, I'm hoping not to have a whole bunch of radiator fluid spill out all over the place. So that's pretty cool. That's a feature I never knew about. So if you want to recapture radiator fluid, if it's new, it's the best way to do it. If not, then just let it pour off into a drain and you know, dispose of it properly. So stay tuned for more. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this hose clamp here and fold the hose up out of the way, hoping that I don't have radiator fluid everywhere. And what I just did is I folded that up. I don't know if you can see that right there. Check this out here. I folded up on the block, a little peak in there, so no radiator fluid is going to come out of here, and also it's not going to fly up. Now it's time to access this plug here. This plug actually operates the electric fan, and as you see, it's all full of radiator fluid here from spillage and hoses busting, all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to pull this out, clean it up, get that plug off of there, and then work on, there's one nut there, it's a 10 millimeter right there, and then this fan comes right out. The fan shroud comes right out, along with the fan comes right out, and then it's going to access the radiator. Okay, see it just kind of slides? That's it. And there we go. There's a fan shroud. Woohoo! Dirty, look at this, man. That's pretty gross and disgusting. Especially considering my car is a show car. So I told you I've had some air or water flow issues before, so that's what we're fixing this. And now I'm just gonna remove this plug here. There it is right there. Alright, cool. So pulling a fan shroud out. I'm gonna set that aside, get it all cleaned up. Right now, we have the radiator. See, it's a single core. Man, this bugger just isn't working right. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove it. I gotta pull off these two and these two, because these are actually what hold the radiator in place. They're also 10. And I'm gonna use a little bit larger drive this time. Boom, see? They just come right off, right? Alright, so now I have the lower radiator hose, which is right. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Lower radiator hose is down there, which attaches to the thermostat coupler there. And then the overflow hose is right there. And a couple little nuts that should come right out. Okay, got the lower radiator hose off the coupler here. This is where the thermostat goes. So this is the thermostat coupler housing. And then I got this overflow off of here. Now there's a couple small little nuts that hold the transmission cooler here to the radiator. I don't even see it. Right there. At the end of my finger. See that little nut right there? I have to pull that off on that side. And pull one off on this side here. And that should do it. Then I'll be able to pull the radiator out, take it back, return it, and get a new radiator in. Alright, so while not a surprise, it's just kind of a bummer, there's another nut right there in the very, very bottom. I'm underneath the car here. The very, very bottom of the radiator. I'm fixing the radiator and the mounting bracket to the air conditioner cooler condenser thing. And there's another one over here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be two more. One's going to be right there, up there, about 6 inches. And then another one's going to be over there, about 6 inches. That separates the radiator from this trans cooler or air conditioning cooler, whatever this is. I don't really know what this is. So anyhow, stay tuned. As always, new and exciting things when you're working on a car. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more right here on Eric's Garage AZ.